We are on a 2018 Lincoln Navigator. I just finished recording 2 videos which are already probably uploaded by now. One about the radar programming and calibrating, test driving, and the other one was about the parking sensors, the ones in the front. Everything wasn't working, so now we're dealing with the ABS system. We have a parking brake limited function service required message pop out, and we have some, what's that light? I don't know if that related to it. I mean, the circle looked like ABS, but the one inside looked like electric. So let's fix it. So after logging into FDRS, we're downloading vehicle information. Alright, we are online, and ABS, we have some codes present for DTCs. Okay, let's continue. ABS right here. Let's do test. Okay, ABS, run selected test. Alright, we do have 4 codes. ABS pump motor control. So, alright, from the beginning, C0020 ABS pump motor control, same code, and P05D3 driver mode select switch A range performance, P05E6 Park Brake Sensor switch circuit range performance. In the previous video, when I was dealing with the sensors, the front parking sensors, I found some, this is our guy that we were chasing, and I fixed it, and I also found some other wires were damaged because the car, when it had an accident, the door was pushed in. So I try my best to see if there is any other wire in here damage. And everything looks good so far, I think. But we have to deal with those codes now. Let's go to the tablet and read more about those. Driver mode select switch A performance. Driver mode is this. Okay, normal for the, it is working. See when I switch between them, it does work. Auto hold. Okay. Working off on. Off on. Auto start off on. This is auto park searching for. Okay. What else? Oh, these codes were probably, like the wires that I fixed probably were the cause of these codes. I haven't deleted anything, so let me clear and retest. Yes. Why do we have a disconnect? Okay, connected. Ah, it was green for a minute. Park Brake Sensor switch circuit range performance. Okay, so I think those were fixed something. Now let's focus on this, the last one, P05E6. So this is our code, Park and Brake Sensor switch circuit range performance or incorrect operation. This is the park and brake switch, and it is working, see, and I can feel the brake engaging. Yep. So there is a pinpoint test. Test the park and brake switch. Apply position. Disconnect the park and brake switch. With the park and brake switch, apply. Yeah, up is applied, down is released. Up is applied. So with the park and brake switch and applied position switch pulled up, measure. Component side. So what? We test the, because here it says disconnect park and brake switch. So we check the switch itself. Install a new park and brake switch. Okay. Alright, let's test this. To get to the bottom of this electric park and brake switch, you have to remove the HVAC control module. You have to remove this module, and then heat and air condition HVAC module. Oh, if you want to remove that, remove front control interface module. So this is the back of the armrest, and I think that slides. And then six screws, I think screws, 3 at each side, and then some harnesses disconnect, and that's what it is. Sometimes you need to use the component after the repair in order to tell the whatever module is monitoring or triggering the message that, hey, we're good to go. So I don't know if this is the case. I'm gonna do key on, and I'm going to clear and reset, see if that's gonna work in our case. Could be because we haven't used it after the repair. It's weird how it turned green and then red, or I mean orange. Yep, still have the same code. So while the owner is having fun with this panel to take for us, I figured to look at the schematic, see what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a switch that has one connector, an 8-pin connector, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 wires, so it's full house connector. 1 and 2 are for the illumination for that P sign. The rest, the switch inside, it will switch between those pins. Sorry. So we have Navigator Expedition, we have inline connectors, and all these wires, 1 2 3 4 5 6 of them, all of them go to the ABS module. 6 and 4. That's why they want us to check resistance between which one and which one. Let's go back again. No, not this one right here. I didn't pay attention to what they did, but apparently he started here in the back, and then there's a couple of screws, and then you take the sides, and then after the sides you pop this piece. Also there's screws, 2 on each side, and then you'll be able to move this center one. Now I removed 3 screws T20 to get the switch out, which is right here. Now we're going to do the test that the service information suggests. This is the connector view, and this pin is number 1. So when we put the switch like that, this is gonna be number 1 right here, number 1. All right, so here is number 1, right top. Okay, if that screw, that single, not the double, the single screw on the right, so it's a right top. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and as we said, we have a full house here. All 8 wires are here. And by the way, when you flip it, it says 1 2 3 4. That's how I found out. So now the test suggests that to do B1, ignition disconnect parking brake, this with the parking brake switch in an applied position. So we have to hold it this way, we have to hold it this way, we have to measure resistance between 5 and 7, 6 and 8. So let's do this. All right, this is 5 and 7, and we have 0.4. Everything should be less than 5 ohm. All right, next is 6 and 8. These are 6 and 8, and remember, it has to be pulled, because right now, see, we don't have anything, but when we pull it up, now we have resistance. Okay, 0.3, that's good. The next set is 4 and 3, and we have a 0.3, which is good. So here it says, are the resistances less than 5 ohm? Yes, go to B2. B2, we're going to do the same thing, but the difference is switch pushed down. Switch pushed down like this. And the first set is doing 4 and 7. And I am on 4 and 7. And when we push down, we get half ohm of resistance. All right, now I am on 3 and 6, and we have half an ohm. Here it says 6 and 3, and the next set is 5 and 8. And unfortunately, 5 and 8 also, we have less than 5 ohm of resistance. So this switch is good. See, when we let go, we lose continuity with the in. Alright, so are the resistances less? Yes, go to B3. B3, disconnect ABS module. Measure the resistance. Now we're going to check resistances between these on the connector and the ground. We want to see if we have a short to ground, and then I think check parking brake switch for an open. This is my suspicion, just because the damage over there on the other side. I think one of these wires is also still cut somewhere, but in this case the other step is to do, this is to check short to ground, and this to check if we have an open, which I think we do. The next test is to, as we said, to check those pins, the harness size, not the component. Here is said component size, but here the harness size with the ground. So I have a long lead for this purpose. I got to the battery, but the ABS harness has to be disconnected, and I did disconnect it right here. ABS is right here. So let's go see what do we have on those pins. Everything should be, or the resistance greater than 10,000 ohms. Okay. .9 ohm, pin number 1. Is that 1 or 2? Okay, let's go from the beginning. 414. The second one, 0.9. Third one, open. We don't have anything. Fourth one, nothing. Fifth, nothing. Sixth, nothing. 7, nothing. 8, nothing. So again, says, are the resistance greater than 10,000 ohm? No. Repair the circuit. Which one we have? First pin. First pin. 414 ohm, and the second one, .9. This is continuity with ground. When we go back to the diagram, we will see pin. Which one is this? Right here. This is 1. Because here says 1, here says 4. So 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay, 1. I think I messed up. Because here it starts from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1 and 2 are for the light. So that one is good. Everything starts from 3 to 8. 5 ones. I messed up. So 3 starts from 3. Okay, open. Everything is good. Now we go to the other test. So good, go to 4. 4, we're going to check continuity between those pins and the ABS plug. This is the connector for the ABS, and to make it short, I'm gonna go do these one by one, and if I find anything, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find something, but I will let you guys know. I am on pin number 3. Here it says 1 right here. This is pin number 3. How ironic. The first one I'm checking, we have an open circuit, and that's pin number, this is 16. I wish I can film it better for you guys, but 1 is here, the bottom 1 is there, or no, 1 is here, 1 is this one, 1, and then goes down to 14, another big one, and then 15, 16, the middle row, the second one, 16, and we have an open circuit right here. Open circuit. I think the test says we should have continuity, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, from the diagram. Are the resistance less than 3 ohm? Yes. So we have an opening in this line. Let's switch to 4 and see if we are on the correct Track 4 should have continuity with 32. Here it says 4, 32. 32 is the one right next to 16. So this is 16, this is 32. This is one I told you about. 32. So just switch it to the other row. Oh man, that's okay. Yeah, 0.8. Okay, I'm gonna check the rest. All of them good except number 3, and I came back to number 3 to double check, and we still have an open circuit here. So we have to find the number 3, which is blue and gray, and I suspect it here. Blue and gray. It might be this one. Let me check continuity here. Is this twisted? This is twisted. Blue gray. So it's a blue and white, not a blue and gray. And I did find a blue and white here, but when I probe to it, I don't have continuity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect from here, take my tester and go unplug the harness again, or I can leave this here and go plug this one to the ABS harness and plug this one here. If I do have continuity, that means the cut between here and the plug right there. Either that or this is not it. We don't have continuity between that one and pin number 16. 16, right? Yeah, it should be 16. Yeah, 3 and 16. That being said, there's a big possibility that this one is not it. Because if we have a cut somewhere, we should at least have continuity with one end. I mean, unless we have 2 cuts, but that's not really, it is possible, but not most likely. I don't think I finished my thought. So the owner thinks that when he changed the airbag module, he forgot a connector disconnector. I told him no, it's not possible because I have continuity in 5 lines. I just don't have one. I'm missing one. He said, what do you think happened? I said, either it's cut, or when you connected the connector back, you didn't sit it correctly, so one of the pins got bent and now it's not making any contact, or it got pushed. You know, the female side of it probably got pushed back. So that's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to get to those 2 connectors, the 314 and 316. That one that I checked at, it was 315, and it has nothing to do with what we were looking for. We found it. It's right here, and the owner thinks that it might be when he, because he had to lift this center console up to have access to the airbag module. So yeah, and it's blue and white, and that's the other end. There is another one also cut blue and orange. We'll fix that too. But the reason why we didn't have any continuity to this one, because it's not it. The wires run this way and go somewhere under the dash, probably that way. Alright, let's fix these and go home. I am done here. Unfortunately, I have to use butt connectors because they were really close here. I couldn't solder. So, and it's getting dark. I've been working on this car since the morning. So 3 wires were cut. 3 wires, Brian, not 2. Yeah, 3 wires. I made sure that I have continuity here, and then I went to the ABS, make sure that I have continuity here. Let me wrap up, go to the scanner. All right, let's put the key on, and that sign is gone. We have some messages: hood ajar, washer, full accessory, door, and boom, everything is gone. Let's start it. And come to auto, do a full scan again.
Gone.
Yeah, it's gone. I looked at it. We're gonna have really a bunch of history codes. I'm gonna delete everything so we can hand the car code free to the customer. Who's behind me? I hope he didn't like the office on the checkbook.
Mother, did you throw the checkbook away? Oh shit, they threw the trash out?
Me no English. Come on. Alright. That's communication door module. That's communication with light control module. There's from TC. What do we have? Electric. I just connected the ABS to do the checks. Battery voltage. Start button. Cruise control. Alright, so let's do the key on and quick erase everything. Alright, everything passed, no fault. Fine.
All history.
Yeah, nothing. Passed, no fault. Yeah, everything is good.
See now, full accessory power active now.
Yeah, it's been a long journey on this car. I came here at 10:30 to work on it. This is, I think, the third video. I have 2 more issues before that. We fixed them. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe.